His fiance.
Yes.
Well, now here's the thing. I said we went and my sister. We had this interesting conversation. She said, "I'm intrigued as all these people that's in interracial relationships, and they have these biracial children. What kind of conversations are you really having?" And I've had some interesting conversation lately. Uh, yeah, because uh, it's almost like I have to explain um, what it's all about and what it feels and what that feeling is like. And even though I talk, I know he doesn't always fully get it. But I have a comment, and you know me, I'm very frank, so I don't have nothing, I don't sugarcoat nothing from him. So I'm very frank at what I say. I said, the white man did so and so, whatever. And he said, and he seen the video, he said, it's awful, it's horrible, all the right things he's supposed to say. But I still tell him, I said, you still don't get it. I said, but you be with me long enough, you will. That's all I say.
Well, think about this logic. What year was it? I know it was after 2008. President Obama was the president. He had beer with Joe Biden.
Yeah, he had a beer summit.
Right, with Henry Louis Gates. And Crowley. I can't remember his name. Jim Crowley. He's a sergeant that arrested Henry Louis Gates, Harvard scholar, professor, living in an affluent.
Right.
Somebody called cop.
Right.
And a black man who live in that neighborhood.
Right.
And was arrested on his steps.
Right. Yep.
He wasn't like Sterling running the neighborhood and somebody gunned him down. But he himself was, that was his house.
Right, absolutely, yep.
And they put handcuffs on him. And he ended up, due to his position and his financial status, was able to get a beer summit with the president.
Right.
Now, we each and every day go through injustices. But due to the fact that we don't have the employment and the financial opportunities that Henry Louis Gates has, we don't see the same type of reaction. So when something like this happens to one of us, we take this and it mushrooms, it gets larger than orange. Because now we have to hang together in this injustice. We're not, without us reacting in any kind of way, we're not going to get any type of recognition that injustice was done.
Because I think because we say, when you say mushrooms, because we say, this is what I've been talking about. So now you see, this is what we say. So now the whole world see. And so now I think we feel justified in certain things that in our reactions. Let me just say that. I think we feel justified. I mean, let me be honest. Hell, I do. I mean, the people that's out there looting, I'm not mad at them. I have nothing to say. I'm just like, but you stole a mattress though, but that was a little deep. But even that being said, I don't have anything to say. People are like, are you offended by what they do? No. Because some are just criminals and gonna do stuff. Other people are out there for...
The president said, when y'all loot, we shoot.
Well, and he should be very leery of those words. Be very leery when you say stuff like that.
Well, it raises the concern of the looters. Well, now they're not looting it, they're looting with guns. And what you gotta understand is, you say y'all loot, we shoot. You think the only one got bullets.
Booyah! There you go.
And so now you're starting to map both cops and people.
Well, see, I think really he wanted like we're in civil unrest right now. I think he wanted a civil war. So you wanted a civil war, guess what? You got it. You got what you asked for. Now, is it gonna turn out the way you want it? Nope. Now we're gonna make sure that it ain't gonna turn out the way you want. So okay, you're gonna have a lot of innocent people being killed because of a very one ignorant entity. That man is so. Let me say this. I said this earlier. You probably didn't hear me. But I said, he is the head of the KKK. And he's sitting in the White House. And McConnell is right there with him. and a lot of them that's on the police force, they know that he they leader, so they do what they want to do.
Well, you know what I said. I said prop him up, drag him out, prop him up on one, and shoot bullets at him. Pellet bullets.
Brianna said pellet bullets.
You gonna give me some money and say take a shot, I'm gonna go bam right there.
But this pandemic has exposed the difference economically.
Yes.
I mean, think about the people who are dying and the people who are not dying.
Right.
And I hate to say it, but we've had a lot of people with money who's contracted this, but none of them have passed away. I mean, when you begin to look at athletes and actors and all of this that has come public that they've contracted coronavirus, none of them did as a result. But when you begin to look at a lot of the poor people who are trying to survive in hospitals, they're dying every day. And that's problematic because our country is still built on the fact that we're making decisions based off of money. And when your politicians are driven by finances and financial gains, they are desensitized to what poor people go through because it's all about the bottom line for them financially. And so President Trump falls in that.
Don't you call him president. Don't you call him president. Don't you call him that.
Well, I mean, the facts still remain the same. I'm not going to be a hypocrite.
Well, it's the fact.
About my white counterparts not calling President Obama.
You know what? But let's be honest, Dr. Fight. A lot of them never did say President Obama. A lot of them did say Mr. Obama. Well, a lot of them didn't say President Obama.
If I had a problem with them doing it, I'm not going to do it. Then my mama used to say 2 wrongs don't make it right.
That is very true.
Just because my madam first lady said, when they go low, you go high.
You know what? I have heard Michelle say that, and my God, I try to take the high road, but Donald Trump is so low, you got to see low to see him. I can't do it. I try with that man. That man is trash.
I'm not getting on my knees just to make it to his level.
No,
he's gonna have to rise.
I'm already above him anyway. Even if I am a little low, I'm still higher than him. So the man is just trash. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't. I have visceral reaction. I can't do it. I can't. Oh my God, Dr. Fight, we're gonna come back and take a break, and we're coming right back. What time is it? Oh, Dr. Fight, we gotta wrap up for the day. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh God, okay. Gee, they just said, I was like, okay. See, this has been an interesting conversation, and I knew we were going to have it, and we're probably going to have it all week. We're probably going to continue to have this because more things are going to unravel. Here, I want to ask you a question before we go. What do you think the next event that we're going to see happening? Because first we got the pandemic, now we got this, something else is coming. So what do you think it is? I know what you think it is and you don't want to say it, but you just go and give me a little hint and then I'll say it.
Well, I would dare say that Republicans missed an opportunity to get this man out of office.
I agree.
But now hindsight being 2020, the question becomes, who do you want leading you through crisis? You know, you see politicians running for presidency asking who do you want answering the phone in the middle of the night when they get that phone call. And that phone call has now been made. And we have a man in the White House who have no clue on the decisions that need to be made in order to address these problems. Mm-hmm. And so the next thing I foresee and has to see is the largest landslide.
Yeah, that's going to be beautiful, yes.
In November, I see if he get 12 votes, I'm going to be shocked.
If he get one.
After this,
you know what?
Well, I mean, he got like 8 kids. So I mean,
so he get their vote, and then 3 of his KKK buddies.
Oh yeah. He gonna get something. Yeah, he got his underlings from the KKK. So yeah, so he got them that's gonna vote for him.
But still, it's still going to be, like I said, the largest.
If they not dead by November from coronavirus,
or something else.
Bullet comes
That's the next event I'm praying to see is the largest he an incoming president, and I would dare say this will be the largest defeat of any incoming president. We know Clinton beat Bush one as an incoming president, and so, but this is gonna be larger than that. This is gonna be catastrophic. I'm talking about
it has to be.
It
Must be.
He got to go.
And you know what? And after we get the new president there, I need them to change this law on the book. If you are impeached by whichever branch, you need to be unseated. Because how do you he is
the president doesn't have that authority.
I said it's our branches that need to do that. You need to go into, there's a lot of things in the Constitution that needs to be transformed. And that's one of them. If you are an impeached president, which Stumpy is, because that's my nickname for him, if he is, why is he still seated and able to make any type of major decisions whatsoever? That must change. That must change.
I call him Tangerine Tarantula.
Tangerine. I don't even, is he even orange still? I don't even know if he's even orange still.
I don't know.
He just
well,
so.
You know they tried to take the White House this weekend, right?
I was rooting like hell, Dr. Fire. Excuse my French. I was
put the president in the bunker.
Good. He should have been under the bunker. Not in the bunker, under.
In the bunker, saying that they don't know if they'll be able to hold the gate at the White House. There are so many people outside the gate, and I don't know if it was actually breached. But I saw some of the pictures on Instagram where there was smoke and everything outside the White House.
Dr. Fight, I was like you. I was cheering them on. Go! I was cheering. Yes.
Let me make it better for you. Had I been in D.C., I would have my running shoes off and
and I'd have been like, run, girl, I can't keep up with you, but run, get there. I wanted them to get to him so bad I could taste it. I was so, Lord have mercy. Oh, this man, I know that this man brings up feelings in me that I normally don't feel. It's like the man brings up rage and anger in people that you normally don't feel, and I can't stomach it. What'd you say?
He's got that visceral effect. It's just
you ain't lying. Yeah,
comes out of you.
Yeah. It's just like when he opened up his mouth, just like today. Now, why he back on Twitter? What did he say today?
He said the governors, the Democratic governors are weak. Weren't you just in a bunker because somebody's trying to blow your brains out? Shut up.
Right. Now he just talked about that. I'm saying the man.
I'll tell you, if I was in D.C., I got running shoes. I'd be running. I'm gonna get him. I may have been climbing the gate, but I'm gonna run.
I read President Obama's tweet on Memorial Day and the heartfelt words that he had for the veterans who had served this country. And then I see Trump's tweet and it just say Happy Memorial Day. I think that's all you got to say is Happy Memorial Day.
That's all you can spell accurately. Anything more? No.
But you can. But you ain't got enough sense in your head to say to all the veterans who died and lived, Happy Memorial. This day is for you. I mean, nothing.
I have to say this.
Comes out that man's mouth.
I have to say this. All the ones who are the Secret Service who have to guard him. I'm gonna be honest. I know it's a lot of them that say this is one ignorant man. And I have to put my life, but I will dare to say, like you say, if it came down for them taking a bullet for him, I don't believe it'll be not one of them that would step in front of a bullet for that man.
Oh, they gonna stand there.
I don't believe it's gonna be one that was take a bullet for him. Cause if I was one, I know I wouldn't.
I don't know, them hard, staunch military brothers there. I tell you, they are.
We're gonna turn into the cha-cha slide. Everybody slide to the left.
Bro, we're gonna do the slide. It's the brother do the slide on. We slide to the left.
Well, see, what you gotta understand about the mind of a Secret Service person is that their loyalty is not to the person who holds the office. Their loyalty is to the office. And so the grievous nature that our country will go through if something happens to this office is a representation of me. And so they take it very seriously for the simple fact that it doesn't matter who I'm guarding. I'm guarding America. And so these are patriots that are in the Secret Service.
But Dr. Fight, let's be honest. I'm gonna be real with you. If how much grieving would any of us do if Donald Trump no longer was in office? I mean, if he was taken out in that way, how many of us would really grieve? I ain't gonna sit here and lie and say I would, cause I'm gonna say, I'm not.
I mean,